again, welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Another anniversary review for you tonight. This is actually the anniversary's past for this one. Accept Breaker album was released 16th March 1981, so it's fully 40 years old now. It's been here a long time, not as long as me though. I was already here when this one came out. Obviously I've never heard this one. Well, I say obviously. You know, when this came out, or when Accept was popular, I wasn't listening to metal or rock. I was a bit too young. But even later, I wasn't really fully aware of Accept. Since then, I've sort of heard about, what? Let me think. I've heard two of these songs I've heard, because they're sort of quite big hits. But so I listened again. I listened for the first time to many of the songs, obviously, and I listened to the two big hits that I know again. So yeah, the album is 40 years old, released 16th March. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks altogether. Let's have a little listen and see what I thought. Track 1 is Starlight. Yeah, I like this one. It's pretty cool song, upbeat opener. It's catchy. You know, it sets the stall out for this album. The sound is quite good for 1981. I mean, I've heard worst sounding stuff from that era, but this one was good. The guitar sound is good. Udo sounds good, very aggressive. I like this song, Starlight. It's a solid opener, and I rated it at 8 out of 10. Track 2 is Breaker. This is the title track. This is the one I've heard already. I've actually heard it live, and I've also heard it on a Accept compilation, which I heard a long time ago. This one is a cracking song. It's a fast-paced classic Accept song. Udo is he sounds really good on this song. He sounds like he's screaming away, but he's also keeping melody as well. The chorus is very, very catchy. You know, it's one of Accept's best choruses. I really love that tune. The guitar work from Wolf Hoffman, amazing again. This is a killer tune. 9.5 out of 10 for that tune. Track 3 is Run If You Can. It's a mid-tempo song. They slow it down a touch. It's a nice riff. It's a good vocal. It's a cool chorus. Udo, he cuts loose on it a little bit. He sort of, during the verses, he's a little bit more relaxed, and then during the chorus he can cut loose a little bit. It is a catchy song, no denying. I rated it at 8.5 out of 10. Track 4 is Can't Stand the Night. This is like a power ballad, if you will, or just a normal ballad. Not bad, but you know, not really my cup of tea. Udo's sort of like softer singing voice, I don't know, it just doesn't sound as good. A little bit awkward, shall we say. But in the chorus he goes for it a bit more, and he sounds more like himself. I mean, it's all right if you like ballads a lot. It's okay, but for me, I just rated it at 7 out of 10. Track 5 is Son of a Bitch. Yes, Son of a Bitch. This is the second track that I've heard, and I've heard this one live as well when Udo played with his Dirk Schneider band. He played Son of a Bitch. I just love this track. I love the tempo on it. The chorus is so catchy. I mean, the lyrics are a little bit, you know, I don't know, just sort of having a little bit of a rant or whatever. You know, it's like this is the kind of song you sang to someone who done you wrong or did something against you, and you're just cussing them out again. I mean, I just love the feel of the song, though. I mean, the lyrics, like I said, a little bit stupid, but Still love this tempo, this this catchiness that the Udo brings to the chorus. And there's a little guitar lick in the middle there that I really like for like 10-15 seconds. It's like a little almost classical sounding guitar lick from Wolf Hoffman. That's really cool. But I really like Son of a Bitch, so I rated it 9 out of 10. Track side 2 opens with the song Feelings. I've never heard this song. Udo is snarling away like a madman on this song. He's really snarling, but the tempo is like slow to mid tempo. It's sort of anthemic sounding, but the song is all about Udo's vocals. I mean, he sounds on top form. The chorus is very anthemic. It's one of those fist in the air type jobs. It's paying homage to the actual music itself lyrically. It's a great song. The title is a bit odd. Feelings was, you're thinking of something else, but the actual feel of the song is really good. So I gave that one an 8.5 out of 10. The next track is called Midnight Highway. This one I've never heard. Starts off like a commercial hard rock song, like a cool little happy riff. This song is sung by Peter Baltes. I didn't actually realise, because I thought it was Udo changing his voice slightly, but then I read a little bit and it's actually Peter Baltes who's doing the lead vocals, and his voice is sort of a little bit smoother, not so screamy as Udo's. Song is really catchy. It's very commercial sounding. It's got a wonderful little guitar lick in the middle that reminds me of Boston, believe it or not. It's got that Tom Scholz flavour to it. It's really cool. The chorus is really, really catchy on this one. It's very commercial sounding. Like you might see it as being too commercial or a little bit cheesy, but I mean, I love melodic, big anthemic 80s melodic rock, and this is like very, very similar to that. It slightly reminds me of, say, Judas Priest's very commercial songs on, say, Turbo or something like that. Quite the same, but I love Midnight Highway. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Next track is Breaking Up Again. This is a ballad sung by Peter Baltes again. He sounds good. It's a ballad, so again, I'm not a huge ballad guy. I can be. The odd group that has ballads I like, but most rock albums do have a ballad, and that's where I zone out normally. But this one is okay, but it's probably my least favourite moment on the album. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. The final track on this 40-year-old album is called Down and Out. This is like a mid-tempo banger again. It's a stomper. Udo is back doing his vocals, takes us all the way home. It's a nice mid-tempo stompathon, neat, tidy chorus. It's not an amazing track, but it's a decent track. It reminds me a little bit of Metal Heart, the other famous Accept track. It's got a same feel, same kind of tempo. It's a solid track to end with, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. So overall, I was really quite impressed with this album as a whole listening experience after, say, 40 years. I really enjoyed what Udo and his band had brought to the table. Except, it's I think their very early stuff is sort of like hinting at the good stuff to come. But I think this was literally like their first real classic album, and they would go to release a better one. I think Restless and Wild is probably a little bit better, although I need to listen to that. It's been so long. I just know the real big hits. I don't know like the deeper cuts at all. But after 40 years of Breaker, wow, I was impressed with this album. On an average, I rated it at 8.55 out of 10, which is very high really when you think about it. I mean, most of the songs are really, really enjoyable. Very good traditional classic heavy metal, and a good sound for 1981, a decent sound. So very impressed. Except Breaker is 40 years. Okay, stay tuned.